Tom Olaisen is somewhat of a legend in this community. When he started with the boys' clubs back in, my goodness, I don't know how many years ago, it's been a long time, the younger boys couldn't pronounce his last name, couldn't pronounce Olaisen. So he very quickly became known as Mr. Tom. And this has become a term of endearment to Tom Olaisen for his entire career. He will be walking anywhere in town. He might be at a Food Lion, or he might be at the mall, or he might be at a movie theater. Invariably, there's a man or a woman who comes up to him and say, Mr. Tom, so nice to see you. Do you remember me? I was in one of the clubs 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
I run into alumni almost daily somewhere. I was in Food Lion yesterday, and somebody will say, Mr. Tom, I recognize your voice. These people are 50, 60 years old. So those are moments for me, and that it happens every day.
The success of the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Virginia Peninsula is largely due to Tom Olaisen's heart for service. His leadership has brought the clubs through many difficult times, but at the end of those difficult times, it's always been Mr. Tom who could be trusted.
I integrated the club in 1965. That was a big one, and that was at that time when things like that were not happening. Did the G word, the girls, in 1991.
Tom insisted on including all of these young men and young women in programs that would be attractive to them. There was one occasion when two of Mr. Tom's directors came to him and said, we have a problem with this guy. He's always in trouble. He's very disruptive. Is there anything that we can do? Can we ban him? As a matter of fact, we recommend that we ban him for life. Tom said, no way, no way. And Tom brought this young man into his office, He sat him in his chair, and Mr. Tom sat on the other side of the table, and they talked. And he wanted to know more about why this was occurring.
I said, I love you, and I want you to do one thing for me. When you get married, I want to be your best man.
Well, this changed the boy's life. He's now a very successful businessman here in the community, and he consistently gives back to the community with his generosity. But what Mr. Tom told this young man back then was, I believe in you. I'm on your side. I'm your friend. I want to be a part of your life.